And if you're already on and you can already see us, that's great. We welcome you here. But boy, that blue circle's taking its time for bed. And spinning, spinning. And we're hoping we're up soon before a whole minute goes by. If you're on and you can see us, we can't tell if you're there yet. We can't tell if we're live yet. I've never seen that blue circle spin so long, but any moment now, we're believing that we're going to be live. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. So it took us a little bit of time there, almost a minute to get up live, but we're live now. And it's Wednesday. And it's May the 6th. And Mom is here because it's Wednesday. Some of you tuned in yesterday, which is normally hey Nance, normally a Tuesday with Laurie. Didn't have Laurie on yesterday because she had an appointment. And so, hey Lee, but I promised you yesterday that Mom would be here today, and here we are. Hey Kathy. So last week we had Julie on with us, and we were talking about generations. Hey Gail and Diane. So I wanted to mention, hey Marianne, that my mom and dad, and maybe some of your family too, were part of what has uh, been known as the greatest generation that went through World War II and just were very heroic in so much of what they did. And mentioned that before, that my mom was a plane spotter in the Second World War. And so she's part of the greatest generation. So, Mom, what do you think?
Wait a minute.
Mom,
I'm not the greatest.
I am the greatest. She's doing a great job holding it up there. But many of you may recognize this isn't how the greatest generation talked. Who said that, Mom? It wasn't you that said that. Who was that? It was Muhammad Ali.
Huh.
He said, I am the greatest. The greatest generation just lived great lives. They didn't talk about it. They didn't brag about it. And Mom, you know that I met Muhammad Ali.
I do.
Yeah. He used to live in Cherry Hill. He lived in Pennsauken. And some of my friends on a dare, we went up and knocked on his door. And he opened the door. And he invited us in. And he took us on a tour of his house.
That's great.
So even though he seemed with his public persona, uh, I am the greatest, as he wouldn't be a humble individual. He was a very humble, kind man, and I was glad to be able to say that I got to meet him.
Nice experience.
Nice experience indeed. One of my favorites. Now, in the Bible, in Luke chapter 22, we read a discussion about what is greatness. And it says, and there arose a dispute among them, meaning the disciples, as to which one of them was regarded to be greatest. And Jesus said to them, the kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who have authority over them are called benefactors. But it is not this way with you. But the one who is the greatest among you must become like the youngest, and the leader like the servant. And so today we just wanted to honor some people who are truly great in the midst of what we're going through. So, Mom, who are we honoring first here?
Wait a minute.
There we go. Who is the greatest? Well, doctors, nurses, EMS workers. We want to mention that today is National Nurse Appreciation Day. And boy, we appreciate them more than ever with what we've been going through as a country health-wise. So all of our medical workers, in fact, I'm going to include on my list here, if I can get it to show up, here we go, therapists, different types, respiratory therapists, and different people who could help people with their medical needs. physical therapists, occupational therapists, um, police officers, obviously working hard in the midst of this, firefighters, home health aides who go in and take care of people in their own homes who have needs. They're certainly great in our world today. Who else, Mom? Grocery cashiers, right?
Yes.
Like, I mean, these people are working hard, and without them, we're not getting our groceries, and they're putting themselves on the line. Delivery drivers who get the things to our homes and to the stores, farmers who are continuing to produce food, researchers who are working on cures and vaccines and ways that we can move past this virus challenge in our lives. Um, Also, on my list here, I have uh, postal workers, right? That keeps coming every day. That mail keeps coming, and we need that. Online teachers. People think the teachers aren't working right now, but they're working really hard. My sister-in-law, Edwina, certainly one of the teachers out there working hard to meet the needs of her students. Also, parents. We talked about parents in our generations
We did.
the thing and the song Teach Your Children. They're working hard. And neighbors of all kinds, helping each other out with kind deeds and just looking out for each other. That's what we need to do. That's what makes the world greater, is we take care of each other. And I want to just mention one friend of mine, um, a special friend who has helped me out in a couple situations. He said I could use his name, Glenn Ellen Bart. 2 times in my life, I've had cars with blown engines. And both times, Glenn found a new engine in a junkyard and put it in my car for me. And that's a good friend and a good neighbor. So, what makes somebody great? Jesus said somebody who can serve others. And I want to also, don't want to neglect this, in National Nurses Recognition Day, because Mom was a nurse. And so she gets that honor as well.
Thank you.
And my dad was a doctor, so he gets that honor as well, as we think of those who are great. And as earlier I was showing Mom this song, and she pointed out it's really the Lord.
Is the greatest.
The Lord is the greatest. So this is a song called Great Are You, Lord. You give light, you are love. You bring light to the darkness. You give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise on you only. Great are you, Lord, and all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord, and all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. So, the only one that can really say, I am the greatest, is the Lord. And
Yes,
everyone
right.
else, in whatever measure we can try to be great, we're just trying to imitate our Lord, the greatest of all. And we imitate him by serving one another. That's the example he set for us. So we thank you again for all those who serve and are helping us get through this difficult challenge. And we thank you for tuning in today and sharing this Wednesday with us. And tomorrow, I promise, Lori will be back. She missed her Tuesdays with Lori, but she'll do a special Thursdays with Lori this week. Okay?
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
See you then, Lori.
All right. We love you guys. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.